We are the one, the light in the dark. One heart, one world, one spark. We are the one, together we rise. One dream, one voice, one sky.
Awesome, awesome.
Hi,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Welcome to another episode of Women Empowered Across the World. And this is our podcast. And I have Jackie from Arizona. However, her heart is global, guys. She is in Africa with me in many places. And then I have Maria from the UK, who is absolutely in Africa doing boreholes in Kenya. And I'm Carol Witt, and I run a global program, and my heart is absolutely in Africa. And we have an amazing guest today. We never not have amazing guests, guys. They are all very amazing, and they bring their own specialness to this podcast. So we have the pleasure of Glenda, and it's Lambert, and she's gonna inspire all of us, and we're gonna share it with everyone. So Glenda, come join us and share your story with us.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Carol. That's a wonderful introduction. Again, my name is Glenda Lambert, and I live in Tempe, Arizona. I've been here for almost over 35 years, and it has such a wonderful feeling to be with so many incredible women today. Well, let me start off. I grew up in Suriname, and Suriname is in South America, which is on top of Brazil. It was called before Dutch Guyana. So my first language is Dutch. And, I can tell you, I lived most of my life in Holland because my dad was in the army and, you move along and everything else. So I grew up in Holland. But when I was around 19, 20, my mom thought it was really important for us to go back because she really liked the whole family structure from Suriname, where there is still respect and where we still work hard towards, and prosperity and family harmony. She felt it was losing a little bit in Europe, and so she wanted to bring us back. But as you know, when you bring small kids to a country and you try to bring them back when they're adult, it's kind of hard to connect. You just feel like so out of place, especially if you haven't been in that country for so long. But I'm telling you, God has a very special way because that is where I met the Women's Federation for World Peace. And it was a very small organization, but I really became more involved with an organization when I moved to America and Arizona, especially, where I started working as a volunteer and I became a member. The reason why I joined this organization is because of what my grandmother showed me. I remember my grandmother had every Wednesday, she had women coming. That was in Suriname when I was much younger. She had every Wednesday woman coming, from her neighborhood to the house. But I didn't know about it because, we were always in school. But that Wednesday, I was sick. So I had to stay home. And she was not too happy because that means she had to take care of me, but also wanted to take care of her girlfriend. So she made it very clear, you're going to stay in this room. I'm going to keep the windows open. Food is here, water is here, everything is here. So the most important thing is that you keep your mouth shut because my girlfriends are coming. Now, I thought it was just a group of girlfriends, but when they came, and I don't know if you know how the Black community works, but when they come with their food, they come with their everything and laughter and everything else. And they were all sitting under that big cherry tree because that is where my grandmother had a big pot of tea and all the tables, and all the, and, how you call it, the cups and whatever were there. And I'm kind of peeping through the window and wondering what all these women are doing. And I recognized quite a few. And I looked and I was like, wow, this feels so powerful. All these women coming together. I wonder what they're going to be doing. Of course, it was laughter and drinking tea until a moment there was quiet. And I was like, why are they so quiet? And I think it's a really great setup because there was one woman who maybe had some challenges at home. And this was the place she could come to connect with her sisters, get the power, empowerment, and the feeling of being accepted, validated. That was just that incredible, special place where she could come and really receive all the gifts from all her girlfriends. And I could see these women putting their hands on her, praying for her, empowering her, tell you here for you with this. And I'm just like, just remember you're 5 years old, you're seeing this, and I'll know for myself, when I grow up, I want to have girlfriends like that.
Oh,
And I really felt that was really my beginning point of wanting to join an organization that truly has those kind of values and
mm,
principles that I wanted to join. And it was good enough that I met this organization called the Women's Federation for World Peace, which is really an incredible organization. The co-founders are Dr. Hakia Moon and her husband came together and created this, all with the idea of women coming together to truly bring about peace in the world, starting with myself first. We're talking so much about peace and we want to do all these wonderful things. But at the same time, too, if I'm not a peaceful person, if I don't have any harmony between my own mind and body, how am I going to tell my girlfriend be peaceful? So it starts with me, and then you can reach another woman, and then you can create a group. And from there, you can go and make a change in the world. So that is what I've been doing. And for the last, I have to honestly say, 21 years, I have been working with this organization, and it has been so valuable to me to become the kind of woman I am today, the kind of girlfriend I am today, or sister, but also become the kind of mother that I became today, because I definitely involve my daughters, and I have 3 kids. I have 2 daughters and I have a son, but my daughters were really ingrained in this kind of organization where they were taught about their value, their self-worth, how important they are in this world. We are the future. We're bringing forward the next generation, and that we have to truly see how incredible we are as women. And I'm not saying that I'm putting the man to the side, because we need our men. Because if we don't have that balance between man and woman complementing itself, forget it. It's not going to work. So I do definitely need my husband. I need my brothers. I need everybody that we can come together and really work. And it is a tough time now, because there's so many young people, and I do mentor a lot of young women who are really wanted to become incredible leaders. But at the same time, too, it's a little bit challenging because our role models are a little bit scattered. So they really trying to follow the so-called male role for them to become that powerful leader. But I think we're going to have to become more compassionate leaders for women who can truly bring about their feminine leadership. And the feminine leadership has nothing to do with, oh, we're not strong or whatever. We are incredibly strong. Just think about it. 9 months we're carrying this baby. You have to be incredibly strong in order to go through that whole process. So yeah, our feminine, and of course, we have our brother who coming with the more masculine, and we kind of complement each other. That will really make an incredible world, an incredible power to us to really change the world. So I have to honestly say, ladies, that the world will change to a better world. And I really believe that because I have hope. Now, I have to honestly tell you that there is also another organization that I really joined. So within the Women's Federation, we have a project called Global Women Peace Network. Now, this Global Women Peace Network is not just a general organization, it's really an organization that really reaches out to women who have, maybe they are the president of an organization, or like Jackie, she has her own organization, or Maria, or, you, Carrie, you have your organization. And we really coming together and truly work on how can we support each other. Just what you're doing right now, you're bringing all these women's group together, but it's not like, hey, I'm just here for myself because I wanted you and I want to use you and I want to use you. Not at all. I have certain points that you really like. You have certain things that I really like. So we have to really come together and we can create something that we can really bring about a better world. Because, our children deserve a better world, deserve better parents, better uncles, better aunties, and I think we have that kind of foundation that we can bring that all about. So the Global Women is really active working within Arizona and also in other countries. We're like 35 chapters in America, and we're really working together to really acknowledge women. Something like the Her Story Award. There's so many incredible women out there. We have no clue what they're doing. They're quiet and silent, but they do incredible work. Like Maria, I didn't even know you had this organization, or even Carol. These are quiet women, but they do incredible work. So that is what the Her Story is. We truly, showcasing what these women have done and still doing. And we want to lift them up and show them that, hey, this is what they're doing. Let's connect. Let's see how we can support them even more. I might have something in my organization that you might need, or you have something in your organization that I might need. And it is nothing to do with I'm doing my own thing, you doing your own thing, and then we move forward. I mean, I don't think that's a true principle. So the true principle is working together, loving each other, and supporting each other. So that is what Global Women really, really is about. And I think Mother Moon really, really saw this, because she said that I'm not saying that, we are okay where we are. I mean, she's 82, 83 years old and still being on the front line, leading this global movement, even though it's a woman who had 14 kids. And still manages to be the leader of today. Of course, health might be an issue, but she really believed that as long as we have model leaders, especially women leaders, and of course, we can show them the model, she really believed this world can be a better place. So I'm really excited about that. I'm so excited about all the different, things that we're doing as organizations. But I also have to say that we cannot just say that, oh, this is not really happening, and we're pretending that, oh, it's just peace, peace, peace. We're going to have to really start with ourselves and then see how peaceful we are. And with that, we can then kind of one by one woman at a time, we can help them, especially our young women. I'm sure when I look at this group here, we are very, I would say, experienced woman leader, but I'm always looking at the next generation. What am I leaving behind? What can I leave behind? What kind of legacy? What kind of heart? What kind of teaching? What kind of life can I show them that will give them hope? And with that hope, they will become resilient. And with that resilience, they will feel empowered to still move on. Being a teacher myself and teaching and working in community colleges, I have to honestly say that our kids are losing some kind of hope. But if they can have just one person, that can really inspire them and say, don't give up. It looks horrible than it is. But at the same time, there is something moving that you might not see, but it is really working behind the screen. Don't give up, because by giving up, we're allowing things to fall apart. But hope is like a big light. And I think you need to keep this light. And for our young people, they need to see more people with more light in their heart. So I really hope that, with us coming here together, sharing our information together, we can truly create something phenomenal, that our young people have hope again, feel empowered again, and they can change the world. Because I'm telling you, young people are amazing. They are so good in technology. They are so good with their thinking. I love being around young people. I love being higher education, because they're going to be our future leaders. And we're going to have to create that kind of platform. We have to create that kind of space for them, that they can feel that we are supporting them, because they cannot do it alone, even though they think so. But no, they really need us, more experienced leader. And we have to learn how to keep our hands off and just support them and be open to the ideas that they have, because it can be new. And especially if you're like me, an old cow, kind of hard to go with some new stuff. But you know what? They have taught me so much to go beyond myself and make sure that I can always keep their back for them, and I can push them gently forward. So that is really what I'm really, really passionate about. Just like, I saw this message just now from Maria. She's passionate about clean water. Oh my God, there is life. Clean water. You know what I mean? Clean water is life. So I'm so grateful that you're passionate about it, Maria. I'm so grateful that Carol is passionate about of other stuff, and especially Jackie, always being and inviting people to come here. And it is what the beauty is of women leaders. So I'm so grateful to be here. I am extremely grateful to Mother Moon, who has and is still working towards creating and wants to create a better world. And a quick thing I want to say is that, I just came back from South Korea, and the Women's Federation created, a pilgrimage. And so 45 women went to Korea for 5 days, okay? It is going, working, sleeping, eating, going. I mean, that is how the schedule was. Very intense, but so, so important. Well, we went to the DMC, and I'm telling you, I heard so much about it and everything else. Being there and seeing the importance of how these 60 nations saved this part of South Korea was so overwhelming that these countries could come and protect South Korea. And being there and seeing, and people having still hope that one day the Korean will be one nation again. And I have to honestly say, we went all over. We went the Bridge of Peace, where women would come together and pledge. We work together towards a peaceful world. That was powerful. That Bridge of Peace, women from different backgrounds coming together and really, really pledging. We're going to be sister, and we're going to work towards a peaceful family, peaceful community, and peaceful world. So I'm so grateful that I could go to this pilgrimage, come back more inspired, but also a little bit more like, hey, it's really time to really do what we need to do, to really, really not just say things, but actually start doing stuff now.
Action.
Thank you so much, Carol, and everybody here.
Wow, wow, wow. Oh, thank you so much, Glenda,
You're
for
welcome.
your story today. Whew, I am I'm so inspired by you and your life. And Jackie has a question for you, and then I have one, and then I know Maria will have one too. So Jackie, go ahead.
Yes.
Well, she gave the larger part of who she is. However, she did not say what she does by coming back to Suriname to be able to help the people there. You do that. Isn't that once a year? Explain that a little bit.
Yeah, I really enjoyed going back to Suriname because my mom still lives there, and I have a brother also living there. So my goal is really education. That's all I'm passionate about. And for me, it's to especially give girls a better education. Suriname has a very good education level because I think maybe because of our Dutch background, where the Dutch really were big on education. But my goal is maybe next year create an how we call it, a summit, a young women's summit, where I'll bring different women from America with different backgrounds like engineering, like STEM, art, business, bring them around 15 women. We have this summit, and the whole idea is for us to really educate our Surinamese young women so that they know what's out there and not just being like, oh, this is all I can do, but that we can show them what's out there and how they connect with a mentor. So that's the whole idea. And the plans are hopefully we can do that next year. But it has been a 2-year plan, but we're working on it, and hopefully we can bring that about next year.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
So you're welcome to come.
Yes, yes. Oh, Jackie, you are muted. You're muted, Jackie.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
Carol has pretty much taken over Africa. We're kind of playing and doodling in Europe with Maria and a fellow called Lucas. We're doing some things in Europe, and
Right.
um, there's a whole other world of South America
Yes,
that we really haven't
yes,
touched
yes.
at all that is equally as large. So, to have you be part of that, and I had no clue that you were doing this conference, summit, whatever. We
I
do
love it.
have a contact down there who's doing very similar things in the schools,
Mm-hmm.
though the challenge has been they don't do English. So that's workable, though,
Yeah, absolutely.
maybe to connect with her
Yeah.
might help as well, because you could get those. Oh, somebody in Africa is calling.
Oh,
Um, no, that's okay.
beautiful.
Sorry, that's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so Glenda, my question for you is
Yes.
this. Um, First of all, I want to tell you something that Jackie and I are doing, and I'm very excited about it. And Jackie, I just got a vision for our Women Empowered for Global Solutions. And that is that we bring young women in and we work with them to be making big differences and taking on
Absolutely.
projects. I believe that is the direction I want to go with this program now.
Awesome.
I just really saw something. And one of the things we're doing, Glenda, is everybody that has been a guest on our podcast, we're pulling them together and bringing them into a membership program where
Mhm.
we all get to collaborate and work together to create some amazing projects out there. And so we would love to have you come on board and be a part of that. And I'll send you an invite. But we got over 60 women that have been guests on our podcast. So
Mhm.
and they're very powerful women. So my question for you, Glenda, is this.
Yeah.
You spoke so much to my heart inside of championing the future leaders, which is our future women, our future young people that are
Absolutely.
going to make huge differences on this planet with our guidance, with our support, with our belief in them. And so, Glenda, I want you to speak to young women right now. I want you to tell them what it is that you see for them. What's the future that you see for them in participating and being involved with our projects and what we're going to take on and do? What do you see for them?
Wow, I see potential and I see incredible growth. Young people are not so much into you giving them books to read or whatever. They're action people. So in a way, if you can show them that you have something out there and it is in line with what their passion and what they would like to do, that is how you funnel them in. So I really believe that young women need to have other young women supporting each other and they work together towards one project. So I'm hands-on. They are very hands-on. So young women especially really, really, really have so much going for them. It's not anymore like it's only the white people or the black people or the oriental people. Everybody wants to come and work together now. It doesn't matter what race you are or what country you're from. There is a place where they can go, they can learn so many wonderful skills, they can support each other, and they can move forward. I think that's what I see for them.
Yes,
Incredible potential.
yes, and that is what I see for Women Empowered for Global Solutions. Is
Yes.
that we are that for our young people, Jackie. That's what I see. I see.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I just saw a huge vision when she was speaking about young women. I just saw. Oh my gosh, what we could do with that
Right.
membership program. Let's do it, Jackie. Let's reach lots and lots of young women to come and be a part of that, in that we are mentoring and working with them to have their focus on making a difference out there and
Yeah.
creating projects that touch millions of people. I love
Yeah.
that. Thank
Yeah.
you, Glenda.
Thank you so much, everybody.
You just so inspired me for the day. Thank you so much. And I got to tell you, this has been a hard week for me. I just lost somebody very, very close to me. And
Mm.
so, but you gave me, oh, thank you. You lifted me
Thank you
today.
so much, Carol.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria, especially Jackie inviting me.
Oh,
Jackie is an amazing networker, isn't she?
oh, absolutely. Okay, Maria has a question. Go ahead, Maria.
Yeah.
I, I would love to pick up on the Bridge of Peace because I've taken part in a number of these. I don't know whether you know how they work, but in our case, it was just before the Second Iraq War. And my friend Francoise was empowered and inspired to set up the Bridge of Peace in Watford.
Yeah.
And there was a difficulty between the Muslim and the Christian community.
Right.
And what we did, we crossed this Bridge of Peace and we bowed to each other to acknowledge the wrongs on both sides and then pledged over the other side of the bridge to
Yes.
work for peace together. And I
Absolutely.
just think we should have that happen. I don't know how we're
Absolutely.
going to organize it, but I really think we should do that. And I
Yeah.
also think one other thing I'm going to bring to this table now is that I think I know that I went to the Earth Summit in 1992. And one of the things that all the religions of the world asked forgiveness of Mother Earth. And I believe
Wow.
that it is now absolutely right to have
Yes,
another getting together of all the major religions, excuse me, and really do that, asking forgiveness of Mother Earth
yes,
and
yes.
pledge to work together and go
Right.
forward.
Mm.
I really do feel this is incredibly important. I keep getting it.
Yeah.
I'm also spiritual as well, and I keep getting it. You must mention it.
Wow.
You must mention it. So I've mentioned it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's
Dude,
so true, Maria. Let's just do it. I think it's
whew,
a wonderful, the Bridge from Peace is such a healing process and ceremony. It's really
Incredible.
hard, but the thing that I
Yeah,
love is the follow up. It's not just coming together, give a little present bow. It's working together for 1 year, even though it's a difficult situation, but you
yeah,
persevere and then you come back after 1 year and you report to the group. How did you
yeah.
get closer as sisters?
That's
So
right.
I think it's an wonder. Thank you so much, Maria. That's a wonderful way how you express it. That is so correct. And I love your whole idea. Let's do it.
Okay.
wow,
Okay. Well,
wow.
we'll work together. We'll work together, and I'll work with them in
Absolutely.
London as well. Yes.
Yes, yes,
Thank you.
yes. We're going to stay
Glenda,
in touch. I got your information already. So
Yep.
I'm definitely
Yep.
reach out.
And I hope I've got yours. I can't see
Yes,
yours,
Glenda,
but
yes,
I'm sure it will be
please.
there.
you're all about collaboration, and
Yep.
that's what Jackie has taught me in the time I've gotten to know her and work with her. Is my middle name now is collaboration, and I collaborate with so many people. And Glenda, I want to collaborate with you in some way or another. So we're gonna look and see what we can create together, because your heart just spoke to mine. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you so
All
much.
right. So, guys, if you love these episodes, please, please subscribe to our channel. Please share it with more and more people so many more young women can hear what Glenda had to say today. It was so vital to the preservation of women being empowered in the world. And we're talking about our future women in the world and the leadership. So please, please comment, make comments, share this out to your social media and to other people so that it gets out there and people know what we're up to. And if you'd like to be a guest on our podcast, please reach out to one of us. All of the hosts are all over LinkedIn. So please reach out to one of us and say, oh, I'd love to be a host and be a guest on your podcast. If you'd like to be a host, we're looking for more hosts. Please join us. Come and be a part of this. This is a movement that has legs now, guys. It has legs. It's moving and it's moving forward. And I want to share one more thing with you before I end, and that's this. We now are going to have a counterpart, men empowered across the world. And Lucas is going to be from Poland, is going to be the host and the facilitator for that program, so that, number one, we really and truly want to see that we can work together as men and women, collaborating together, our efforts working together and not being separated, and not being that we are competing with one another. We want to change that conversation that our strengths and their strengths really could make a big difference on this planet, that we work together. And so please be looking for their first episode. It will be coming very soon. And it came out of this program. So look what shows up when you take steps and actions and bring powerful women together. So please join us again. We do these on Mondays and Fridays, and we will see you once again. Let's strive together. Let's not go alone. Let's do this. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
We stand as one.